after we section off our leave out, because this is a sew-in with 360 leave out, we're going to braid downward. This method allows for the flattest base possible. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see in detail how to braid. So you grab 3 strands and you loop under middle strand, just loop under. When you get to the bottom of the braid, you're going to grab the end of the strand from the next braid and feed it into the strand that you have there. So I'm going to repeat that. You just grab the leftover strand and feed it into the current strand right there. So after you finish your braids, you're going to continue to braid downward. Just braid downward. And yeah. You guys can see how I'm connecting the braids at the very end, and you'll need a latch hook to connect those braids under the other braids. So this is me just getting my needle and thread. I'm going to show you guys a method on how you can add a knot at the end of it. Just wrap it around your fingers and then twist it off to create a knot at the end of your sewing thread. And then you're going to just start sewing on the track. You're going to start right above the ear, around that area, not too close to the front, and you're going to start sewing it in like you're sewing a pair of pants. So the method that I use to sew in a track is you want to loop around the needle before you pull it to create a small knot. You guys want to see me do it right there. So that helps you secure your tracks and for a sew-in to last longer. So just pay attention to how I'm threading, and then you guys will get the hang of it. Alright, so you guys are going to continue to sew the weft onto the braids that you've already braided downward. And remember to loop around the needle more than once so we can create a little knot at the base. Be careful not to braid any track hair onto the first braid, because we're going to unbraid that braid and that's her leave out. So you guys can see how I'm attaching the weft to the second braid and not the first braid. Alright, so the next tip I want to show you guys is how I'm attaching the hair in a U shape. So it's not going directly across her head, but it's going in a U shape. Alright guys, this is me grabbing, I believe, the second bundle of hair or the last. My client got 14, 16, 18. So this is me sewing in the 14-inch hair. Another tip is to always sew the shortest hair at the top and the longest in the back. So right now you guys are going to see me taking down her leave out. Remember the leave out that we braided in the beginning that we didn't attach any weft to? So we're going to take the braid out and we're going to put the flat irons on low and flat iron her leave out. And don't forget heat protectant. We already put that on in the beginning, but if you didn't, don't forget heat protectant. So how I like to style my sew-ins, I usually give my clients flat iron set unless they say otherwise, but usually I just flat iron their sew-ins. I like to split my hair down the middle to work in sections. So you guys can see that I work on the left side first before I move to the right side. This is a good technique to follow because it keeps your work area neat and it just helps you flat iron the hair better, especially for beginners. So this is me transitioning to the right side of her head that I had sectioned off, and you can see the left side is already taken care of. Alright, so now we're transitioning to the top of her leave out. Guys, I applied a light oil to the top of her leave out to make it shiny and slick like her sew-in hair. That's a blending technique. It's to apply light oil to the natural hair. All right, and here are the final results. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Cosmetics by K and TikTok at KK_Yashi. You already know. Bye.